Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wynette, and with me now representing the DuPage County Toys for Tots are Paul Kazaza and Nicole Comas. So welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, we're glad to have you guys because you've got lots to talk about. And we're going to start with you, Paul. Talk to us a little bit about Toys for Tots.
So Toys for Tots is an official Marine Corps charity. It was started in 1947 by a Marine Corps major in Los Angeles. And their family knew a underprivileged family that just wasn't going to have any toys at Christmas time, and like a lot of Marines do, he's like, well, we can figure this out. And so his wife made some toys that year, and they started an informal collection. They collected 5,000 toys.
That's quite an informal collection.
Yeah. And then a year or two later, I don't remember the exact math, but a year or two later, it was officially accepted by the Marine Corps as a charity, and so it's been going on for, so what's the math? 68 years.
It's wonderful to think that those that are serving our country are also always so interested in serving others.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Really lovely.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Nicole, tell us how you got involved.
Well, a friend of mine, Rita O'Reilly, who is the coordinator for DuPage County Toys for Tots, recruited me to host events.
Okay.
And since this is my 6th year doing the annual Toys for Tots Gala. And prior to that, we had some fun local bar events and some, we had all kinds of fun little events during the year.
Yeah, corporate events. I think last year alone there was like 60. So there's a lot of involvement just in the event side alone.
Okay. And are the events designed to raise money or to buy toys?
Both.
Both. Okay. Or bring the collections.
A lot of the corporate events collect toys, and then there's fundraising events, which is what I did a lot of, that raised money as well as collected toys.
Through silent auctions or just straight donations.
Okay. So talk to us a little bit, Paul, about what are the various ways we could volunteer, or how do we collect the toys? Explain the process.
Okay. So the first way is just donate a toy. So there's, I think last year there was 460 local businesses. So that includes the small business, or it includes Toys R Us as a national sponsor.
Okay.
So 460. So you could buy a toy and just drop it off locally.
Okay.
So that's what first and foremost.
Okay.
A new unwrapped toy. So unwrapped and new.
Right.
And then second is supporting events. So you could have one at a business, or local charities will do events as well. Third would be just straight donations through the website, which I know will get shared later. And then fourth is just volunteering as a normal volunteer to either pick up toys, or we have a warehouse, I think, that you'll talk about how they get distributed. So donate a toy, donate monetarily, donate your time, or host an event, or actually host a drop site.
Okay. Now, is it just within a particular window of time? Do we do this all year long, or do we try to really sort of push it in around the holiday period?
October, what was it, 28th this year until December 18th?
Yeah.
18th.
Okay.
So it's about a 2-month period.
Okay.
So and the stop time is usually about a week before Christmas, because
Okay.
we want to get all the toys counted and sorted and then disseminated back out to kids that need it.
And talk a little bit about that process, because with that many toys, that's a lot of logistics.
Yeah.
That might
Absolutely.
require the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Just
That's why we're good at
let
it.
that go. Yes. So how does that work?
Well, you work with organizations and churches, schools, nonprofits. Am I missing anything?
No, that's pretty much it. Yep.
And they tell us what kind of toys they need, and then we fill the orders at the warehouse.
Yes.
Okay, so it's individual not-for-profits that are then coming in and then
Yes.
handing that. So it really
Typically, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll get individual families that will contact, but typically the families in need are going through their church or other local charities, and then we disseminate the toys out to them.
Okay, so you're really sort of gathering and
It is
then,
logistics.
And,
It's
and
exactly
yeah,
what you said.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then pushing them down the pipeline to
Yeah.
the people that really know who needs it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's that make you feel? Because I'm sure in all the years, and I know you've been involved a long time,
Yeah.
how does that make you feel when you know those are going out?
I was thinking on the way over here today that, to me, Toys for Tots just represents generosity. So whether it's generosity in buying an extra toy and putting in a bin in some store, or donating monetarily, or donating your time through all the volunteers that we have. So to me, Toys for Tots is about generosity, and it's great. I mean, I have hundreds of stories of kids that have their birthdays near Christmas that donate all their birthday presents. I mean, you've seen people at the warehouse. A kid comes in, it's like, I didn't want birthday presents this year, I'm donating all my toys. So it's just the generous nature of people really shows through this, through Toys for Tots. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really incredible.
And for me, one of the things that I really connected with is my amazing childhood, and knowing that there's children out there who may not have had a Christmas without this organization. And so it's heart and love and generosity, you know, through the Marines as well as the community and, you know, the local businesses.
Yeah. The tagline is every child deserves a Christmas. So that's the tagline for Toys for Tots. So.
And I think it's so true, because from the standpoint of it's hard to be underprivileged and struggling year round. Right. Really hard to do that at a time when everybody else is celebrating.
Yeah, it's a moment of hope for them, for sure.
And I think that also carries into their adulthood, right?
It's the giving all the way around. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For more information about how you can help provide a tangible sign of hope to economically disadvantaged children at Christmas time, please visit the Toys for Tots website. We're going to be right back after these messages with more Spotlight, so stay with us.